Hey everyone, my name's Amanda and this is Budgeting Nothing. Happy Friday. Today is payday. I got paid from my main job. So we're going to enter all the transactions over the last few days and allocate out this paycheck. And I've got one more paycheck this month. On Monday will be my Doordash payout, and that'll be the last pay of the month. And next month is also an extra paycheck month, that time for my main job. So that should hopefully help me get even further a month ahead. Well, not a month ahead, but further into the next month. Um, but yeah, it's been a pretty normal last few days, just work and continuing having to call emergency maintenance for my laundry room flooding. And they were supposedly fixing the issue like Tuesday and Wednesday, but it's not fixed. And this has been going on for like 8 months. So yeah, trying to get a rental credit out of that. I'd be happy with any amount, but just basically just keep getting told that they'll revisit it once the issue is actually fixed. So who knows when that will be. Um, but yeah, I am still accepting questions for my 200 subscriber Q&A. I have, I think, around 6 questions so far, so I'd like to get it a little higher before I make a video. So you can leave them under this video or under my previous video, either one. And I'll add that to the questions for the Q&A. But yeah, let's get into the budget. Today was payday, so we've got some transactions from the last few days, and then we're going to allocate out today's paycheck. So first on Tuesday, I transferred from savings $620. And then on Thursday, yesterday, internet came out and that was $66.46. My car payment came out and that was $620.11. And then I did another transfer from savings of $14. So that is all in checking. So let's make sure the balances match. And it does, $14.51. And then in savings, we've got yesterday, I got a payout from Buy Me a Coffee, which I so appreciate anyone who goes on there and leaves some money. It's so appreciated. And I love every time I get a little notification about it. So the payout was $4.30. And I always have that link down below along with all my referral links. I probably don't mention it enough, but I always include all of them down below. So then today was payday, of course. So we've got the paycheck and my gross pay was $836.51. And then we've got our payroll deductions, mandatory payroll deductions. OASDI was $51.87. And if you're not in America, that's like our, I can't remember what it stands for, old age something. I can't remember. It's basically what Social Security. They just changed the name at some point. And then Medicare came out $12.13. That's another mandatory tax. And then federal withholding was $58.46 because I live in Tennessee and we don't have state withholding, just federal. So that is all of that. And my balances do match. So let's reconcile that. And then in Chime, we have the car wash membership. That was Wednesday that came out. And oops. That was $30. And the balance is $656 in that account. And then cash, I did get a cash tip on Tuesday. for when I was delivering DoorDash. So that'll just go towards DoorDash income. And that was $5. And I still do have that cash. Um, Sorry, I'm a little stuffy. I don't know what's going on. We do have a dehumidifier in the room where it keeps flooding, the laundry room. Because I know there just has to be mold like in the walls because it like leaks and like floods so bad that you can see it outside. So they keep telling us, well, the floors are waterproof, so whatever, but like it's getting under the like baseboards and walls, which are wood. So like, yeah, anyway, there's a dehumidifier going in there and it's like drying out my sinuses too. Um, but yeah, let's go to the budget. We've got some overspending, which is the mandatory payroll taxes because I don't budget for those in advance. So let's just add the 122.46 and that brings us down to 723.35 to budget. Let's see. My next paycheck is Monday the 29th, which is the last one of the month. So I'm going to stay in June for right now and just fund everything that's due before then. There's like two, I think. Yeah. The two bills for the rest of the month. So that's my cell phone, which is 25. I have Visible. I've had them for years. I always have that referral link down below, of course. And then my IRS payment is $54 and that's due the 28th. So we'll go ahead and put that in, which the 28th is Sunday, so it's not going to come out that day, but we will have that in there. So we have 644.35 left. In weekly, I didn't use the gas money that I had left in there last time. So I'll just let that, I'm not going to add to that right now. And then shower beauty, I thought I needed shampoo, but I didn't. I have like 3 under the sink that my boyfriend had bought and I forgot about. So I'm actually just going to move this for now to ready to assign. And then hopefully on Monday's paycheck, if I have any left over, I'll like fund these some more to carry over to next month. But for now, I don't need that in there. And I just need 40 in case I have to get gas. So yeah, everything else, I'm just going to go to next month and keep funding. And like I said, on Monday's paycheck, I'll continue funding whatever I can in June. But yeah, and also I forgot to do something in the focused views. So at the beginning of this month, I added the mandatory apartment fees. And I forgot to put that in the specific due dates, which I do need in there because it's just, I separated out the rent. So let's just add that before I forget. So now that's in there. And also like technically the doggy needs category should be in here because I separated that out to have pet rent come out of that. Just so it's more accurate. But since I also add other stuff to that category, I think I'm just going to leave it as is. And I just know I need to fund at least, I need to make sure I have at least 25 in there anytime like rent's going to come out. But for now, we've got 654.35. So let's finish funding rent, base rent, 513.68. So that is ready to go for the first. And then we can do the mandatory apartment fees, 47.40. I need to actually update the water target because I got that bill and it is, what is it? 9209. So I need to have that correct before I fund it. And we can actually fund that whole thing just barely. And we've got $1.18 left. So I think I will go to the doggy needs because I'll need 25 in that because that comes out with rent as well for pet rent. So I'm just going to add this other $1.18. Whoops. Here. And yeah, then I'll have to finish funding this, not this whole amount, just the $25 for pet rent on Monday's paycheck. And Um, I'll probably go ahead and fund electric too on Monday. And then if I have any left over, that's when I'll continue in June because I've got all bills covered for this month. It's just like kind of, it's not extra, but it's things I don't absolutely have to fund. So anything I have Monday, I'll continue working on these and then we'll be done for the month. So that is all for today. Don't forget to leave any more questions you have below for my Q&A about anything. And hopefully I'll be making that video soon. And I hope you have a good weekend. I'll see you next time. Bye.